part two. I'm sorry, because this thing doesn't have a pause button. So, you know, whenever things would go awry or whatever, and they would come to school, I was dreadfully ashamed that my mom didn't look black. I mean, dreadfully. And kids made it even worse because every time something would go wrong, well, James, your mom looks white. Your mom's white. Your mom's white. Your mom's white. It never ended. It didn't end until probably high school. Because my mom never had to come to high school for me because I was like the biggest punk bitch in high school ever. It wasn't so much that I was a punk bitch, it's just that when you're mixed and you go through school and everybody doesn't really know it, like if they don't live in your neighborhood, they don't really know it, but the kids that do know it don't really care, but they always have ammo to throw in your face. Most of us mixed kids know, so that sucked. But when the kids don't know you're mixed and they come in and they find out and they're like, oh, you're mixed, you're a fucking half breed, or you're multicultural, and they make you feel ashamed of how you got here. All right, I put up many of videos about this. I put up many of videos about racism. I put up many of things because I have lived this life where I have been the victim of reverse racism, and I hate saying the truth of the matter is that I've had more racist incidents from black people than white people. And it's like, I didn't pick to come into this world and be mixed. I'm glad that I am, but I didn't pick it. Had I had a choice, and this is completely how I feel on the inside, if I had a choice, I would much rather have been full-blooded Native American. This video may stop again at any time. And the whole thing is, it's the people around us that make us parent shame, and hate how we came into this world, or it make us hate ourselves on some level or another. And basically that's what it is, because most racist events is self-hatred. A lot of like the color scheme with black people, either you're too dark or you're too light. If you're the in-between people, I guess I consider myself one of the in-between people, because I don't wear long sleeve shirts, but my true color is right here, where versus the color of my arm is like much darker. You can see that little line. I just don't wear long shirts until the wintertime comes when I have no choice. But a lot of parent shaming or racial shaming has generally come at me from black people, and then there are some black people who just have no idea what I am. So for those who don't know what I am and are listening, I am multicultural. I am Cherokee Indian. I'm very proud of my Cherokee Indian heritage. I am also black, and I am also white. I'm not so proud of those two for the simple fact that they just can't get along, and simply the only difference between black people and white people is basically monetary status and skin color. There are some black people who have money, who come from old money, and they are black. They may have had a white ancestor or two, but they come from old money, so they have money. They're not hurting. They're not worrying about when their rent's gonna get paid like me. They're not worried about I'm gonna go out and try and struggle to find a job. They have old money. You don't have to worry about it. You come from old money, you know what I'm talking about. You're not hurting, but you can work, but it's not necessarily something that you need to do. Old money talks. You got old money. If you come from old money, you got pretty good status. But we don't come from old money. And I don't know if the white people in our family even acknowledge us, so it's not something that I really worry about, So for the Roses and all those down in Nelson County, hey, we still love you. We don't care if you don't acknowledge us or anything. But, the simple fact is, oh, come on. Later, damn it. Tomorrow. Sorry, the thing flashes up. Like I said, this thing doesn't have a pause button. Wish it did, but it doesn't. Mac dropped the ball on that one. But anyway, the whole principle of the thing is that you want to live your life, and you want to get out there, and you shouldn't have to parent shame. So my father died last year, and I have not been right. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I have been the victim of being catfished twice in 1 year, which is this year, and I have been through so much because my dad was the only thing keeping me from hurting people and just going slam the hell off. course, that hip replacement kind of slowed me down a whole lot. So I've been through a whole lot in the last 3 years. I was like, wow, and it just doesn't seem like the storm is letting up. And you know how they say things always get worse before they get better. So I hope that I'm in the worst of it now so that I can hurry up and start getting better. So I'm sitting here and I'm going through all this stuff and I'm sitting there thinking, because I was just thinking about this, that's why I had to video blog it before I forgot it, because I have a lot of good ideas and then they're gone. So if I don't write it down or if I don't get to it, it's gone. So, in parental shaming, I have not so much been ashamed, but more like embarrassed about having my mom show up, because I got tired of hearing from kindergarten to the 5th grade, "Ooh, your mom's white. Your mom's white." Well, you guys are wrong, because she's only a third white. Her mother was Cherokee Indian, and her daddy was half white and half black. I don't know if the fractions of that is actually correct, but you guys who do math and science, you probably can figure that shit out. Just know that I'm multicultural, all right? I enjoy Native American things. I don't get to do them because no one's ever really dug that deep into our family to go and do Native American things. Now, on my dad's side, I was probably the only grandchild that really hung with my great-grandmother Ada, who was from the Cherokee Nation. I need to know how to join the Cherokee Nation so that before I die, it'll be somewhat established. Her reservation is Powhite. If not Powhite, then it's probably Powhite. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, because if you know anything about Native Americans or anything about Asian languages, if you're not taught them as a child, you won't remember them as an adult. And if you don't speak it fluently, I would love to learn Cherokee. I would love to be able to speak Cherokee fluently without a problem. So as a sound, if you're out there listening, how about giving me a freebie? Because those things are expensive. It's like $500 to learn Korean, and $600 to learn Chinese, and like $400 to learn Japanese. And I'm like, who the hell has that much money for a CD? Well, not me. But if given the opportunity to learn, I will gladly take that opportunity, because if you're not learning, you're not living. Now let's get back on the topic. The topic is parent shaming. So when I'm with my dad, or when I was with my dad, I still got the same shit, and it was like, I'd be in Smithfield, which is my second hometown, and people were like the kids, my dad would go to work, so he had nothing to do with it, but, he'd go to work, and I'd be there, and then people would like, you have a unique look about you. Yeah, how many times did you get that in your life? You have a unique look about you. It's like, what the fuck are you trying to say? It's like, you have curly hair, and your skin's light. It's like, well, one of my ancestors were white. There's like about a fifth of you people out here who think you're fully black. If you were born in America, I can almost guarantee you either have Native American in you, or white, or both. Some of us just happen to be lucky and have more features in that prospective tribe than others. So, I've been through some stuff. And I've been through a whole lot of racial stuff. So racism is always going to be a strong and a sensitive topic with me. So when it comes to like parental shaming, I've had people pick on me because my parents don't look like me. My dad was dark as hell. He wasn't pitch black, but he worked in the sun all day. His actual natural color was, he was fairly brown, but he wasn't dark. But after years of working in the sun, he blackened up. Simple as that. Now, like I said, he wasn't like this black, but he was dark. You guys have seen his pictures. I've done tributes to him, and I'll do another tribute next year on the 24th of March. So, I've had a lot of parental shaming. And in parental shaming, it's not cool, man. Because I should not have ever been ashamed of my mom or my dad. I should have been proud. So I am proud to say now that I am proud to be multicultural. I'm proud of my mom when she's not suffering from head and ass syndrome. And she suffers from that a lot. And, I guess it's always been, I say up, she says down. It's always been like, I'm trying to tell you and I'm not trying to hear you. It's been one of those wars with me and her. Always has been, probably always will be. I've never really been that close to my mom until my dad died. I've always been close to my dad. Always. Still close to him after death. So it kills me to not have him here. You know, that's like the biggest. I think that's like the biggest setback in my life is just not having my father to go to. I have a stepfather. He's not my dad. You know, so it's not the same thing. Good man, yeah, not my dad. Not by far my dad. And we've butted heads quite a few times, but he's not my dad. You know, and there's nothing like your actual dad. Nothing. So if I live long enough to become a dad, I hope I can be half the man my dad was. And I will say this in parent shaming: if you are a child of divorce like me, the worst thing you can do is ever put the other parent down. You should never do that. You should always tell your child the truth, or let them learn the truth for themselves. So I have another thing I probably want to do a video to, so I'm gonna do that by itself. I'm James Winston. This is Come Forever number 2. Be seeing you.